Hello. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. Let's do your Virgo reading for the week of June 11th. Lots going on. I want to hear you guys talk about this. I need to hear what energy there is out there for me to address because I am getting some feedback. I'd like to hear a little bit more from you guys that are out there of what you're feeling, what's going on, what's coming up for you, because honestly, it's hitting, the same energy is hitting all of us in different ways. It's kind of hard to explain, but I definitely want to get back on here and discuss some of that a little later. But let's jump in here and get started with Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you, dear Virgo. Hi, Anthony. What's up, Dawn? Hey, guys. So over there on Facebook land, if you want to come on my YouTube, Karma on Deck, you can jump on here and you get an opportunity to see the picture of the cards in their spread and see it, get a good look on them. So if you want to come on there live and go to Karma on Deck on YouTube, take a look at how the cards show up and you can get an idea of what I'm talking about when I describe these images. So here we go as I shuffle for you. So the first thing that comes up is the Hierophant. Hierophant has to do with teacher. You guys also have the Magician. So the Magician is all about go time for Virgo. So I am on the couch or no time to sit there and like you can't allow the momentum that you've got going to go to waste. But I am seeing the King of Cups. I'm seeing the Magician card. So far it's Virgo for the win on this beautiful energy. I do have the Lovers card for you and the Ten of Cups. That tells me that in a positive aspect you have a lot of balance going on for you. So the Lovers card isn't typically my favorite. Usually the Lovers card is a little bit of passive aggressive. I call that a tango. You and Cinnamon doing the tango, okay? So instead of just coming together like maybe the Ten of Cups does, which is bringing all the other things into balance and being equal with one another, the Lovers card often has that yin-yang, opposite spinning, extra energy dynamic to it. But the two of them together tell me you've struck a nice balance, Virgo, and that you have an ability to take the things you've learned to make a change, make a difference, and do things coming from a sense of power. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already major cards. Definitely cut your group off, made some major changes in who you're dealing with. Still doing some education. There's some things that you're planning that are up and coming. A lot of decisions are needing to be made from you this week. I will mention to you Two of Swords, which has to do with indecision. Don't stay in that place too long, but I see next week you're going to have, this was something that was going from Leo, but it's coming for you, which is interesting. It always blows my mind how they shuffle, as much as I shuffle the cards, how they shift one energy into the other as the zodiac signs go through the wheel. But you have the Two of Swords, which is balance. So find a balance between all of these things because you don't want to crash and burn. You do have the Five of Swords, so you're being a little combative with people, gentle. You can set boundaries without having to make people bleed. So Virgo is very protective right now, definitely feeling the heat. There is the Three of Wands, which is like criticism that you're receiving from different avenues and different corners. And you're just like brushing it off a little bit. You do have the Queen of Cups, which of course you do. The Queen of Cups right now is all about Virgo being emotional and coming from a place of love, right? We do have the Queen of Swords as well and the King of Cups. So you have balance going on within a lot of these. So it's Queen of Wands, Magician. You do have the Star card, which all is about, you know, the Star card is all about learning what it is that your purpose is all about too. We do also have the Page of Cups, which has to do with relationship energy and renewal of things and bringing new projects, new fun, things like that. So let's take a look at your Mystic Dreamer, which is the moon reading for Virgo. So typically the Dragon Tarot I use for a general spread or your sun sign for a Virgo. So let's take a look and see what's going on with you emotionally. So book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Like, subscribe, share. If you want to get your coaching sessions or attend one of my classes, please reach out. Let me know how you guys are doing. I want some feedback. I've been quiet, and that's on me. So let's start talking, guys. All right, so this is for Virgo moon. 10 of Wands, so Virgo's getting sick of it. So what I mean by that is a burden, carrying the weight, doing the duty, getting things done. You definitely have the Eight of Cups. I call this the fat lady saying. So if she's saying the song's over, you're walking out of the room, you're not hanging out for the bravos or the whatever. You were there for the main show. You do have the Queen of Swords, which usually is all about being very decisive, and that means you have to be outwardly decisive and kind of let people know. It's my bitch card, if you know what I mean. We all know when we have to pull that card. And what I mean by that is there are some times where people aren't listening until you pull that from your toolbox And you don't have to cuss at anybody, but sometimes you have to be abundantly clear before they respect, notice, or whatever. And it's not necessarily that you have to be rude, but some people get so caught up in their spin that you just have to be that spoke and go, you know, the little stick in a spoke and be like, brr, like this needs to stop. Just no matter what it looks like, this needs to stop. So the Queen of Swords is all about making decisions for you and putting boundaries up and saying the harder thing. And it like doesn't always have to be ugly, but it's sometimes my favorite quote. You guys all know I say it 1,000 times a day, but honesty is only brutal if you don't like what you hear. If you don't like what you hear, listen twice. Because there's a lesson there. Why is it triggering you? And if it's triggering you, and it's a fact that it's something you haven't dealt with anymore, and you're looking at this person going, this doesn't trigger me anymore, but it's coming up. Like, if you don't like something, analyze why you don't like it before you go lashing out at the next person. However, you can be just as clear and be coming from truth without being mean, right? And we all know that. However, there are some of them that don't have that skill set. So the Queen of Swords is all about being decisive and setting those boundaries. I love her. And it's also a woman or a person that knows their own mind and knows how to speak it. You do have the Lovers card again, and I am going to say that's your consistent card between the two. You're going to be asked to take some leadership in your relationships a little bit too and speak to that, because you also have the Emperor. So Empress is a magnetic receiving energy. Emperor is an outward. So you're probably going to have to be outward and vocal with some of these boundaries. You can't wait for the discussion to come to you. So unfortunately, if you don't like conflict, you're definitely going to have to go and be the one to go directly to the source when it comes to some of these situations. Oops. Well, I guess that's a card that you need. Strength. It's going to take your inner strength because you do have the Strength card. This is you being friends with your beast, so to speak. Temperance and balance. Justice. Knight of Pentacles. Watch your money. Ace of Cups. You've got some mastery when it comes to emotions. Definitely protecting house, home, and family. And something about Virgo is spending a bunch of time on either the computer or the internet or doing some research of some kind. There is a lot here to this. However, I will tell you, there is some complicated energy for Virgo right now. Might possibly be some legal matters for you as I see the Justice card. That could be court, it could be contracts, it could be mediation, it could be divorce, it could be, any number of those things, refinancing a house. But I'm definitely seeing that there's some energy here with the Justice card. You're pulling the Lovers card. So in this energy, all you have to ask is where, perception is projection. So where is it that I'm being combative? So where is it that you're, sorry, I was looking at a message, the comments. So the Justice card is saying, with the Lovers card is telling me, how is it that you're showing up? So perception is projection. So if you're finding conflict or things that are out of balance, you got to go to yourself and say, where am I out of balance, where I'm creating such a disassociation with imbalance and overweighing these things? So you can come from things at a little bit more of a steady pace, because I'm seeing the Lovers card is showing up for you twice. So that's conflict, okay? As above, so below. As within, so without. So where are you in conflict within that it's showing up out here? So ground yourself. Find your center, Virgo. Let's pull some cards. Oh, a card. I'm not trying to stay on here longer and keep you longer than you need to be. But I'm going to pull a card from my Divination of the Ancients and do a oracle reading for you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, share on my YouTube, where you can get your weekly reading amongst some other discussions that we have over here. Lots to come. Thunder and lightning. So Virgo, come from power. That's what I'm hearing. So it also means that things are happening strikingly fast for you. So you might have a moment where you feel like nothing's moving, but I would recommend that you hold tight too, just like Leo was told, just hang tight. You might not be waiting for more data, you just might be waiting for the right moment, and it might come like a strike of lightning. So let's look and see what it says for thunder and lightning here. Ooh, all right, so it says you have so many strengths, you allow people to take away your power. And when your words are discounted or your actions mocked, your light fades. You may tell yourself it doesn't matter as long as you know the real truth, but the danger comes when you start to believe others' dismissive attitudes towards you. Now is the time to take a stand and to assert your authority. That is the Emperor card that I was talking about. It's happening for everybody this week. Well, it was either Magician or the Emperor. Magician's all about showtime. Emperor's all about go get it. So, Virgo, go get it. So time to assert your authority so you can grow fully into your power and shine your light. Otherwise, you deny not only yourself, but others who could benefit from your gifts. Draw inspiration from the electrical charge of lightning and learn authority of thunder and stand bold. Never give your power away again. Hear, hear. Spiteful words I won't allow. No longer will I scrape and bow. I grow in strength and not silently. I reclaim my power, become more truly me. So seeing lightning or dreaming about it denotes an opportunity to express and cleanse yourself. Also denotes an opportunity or a certain heightened awareness. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, like, subscribe, share. Give me some of your feedback. Let me know what you would like to see more of. Please remember, like I always say, just come from light, come from love, and see us come out better on the other side. Because you know what they say, know better, do better. And I think we can.